What if everything you chase, money, recognition, success, is meaningless if your energy is spent carelessly? Every thought, every worry, every resentment draws from a limited, invisible reservoir inside you. Unlike money, it cannot be borrowed or earned from another. Unlike time, it cannot be paused or extended. Your energy is the true currency of life. Most of us leak it without realizing, trading our vitality for distractions, drama, or obligations that drain rather than build. And yet, when consciously directed, energy becomes the engine of creation, focus, and fulfillment. It shapes your mind, your relationships, and even the reality around you. Here's the question few dare to ask. Are you spending your energy on what truly matters, or are you letting it slip through unnoticed, powerless to manifest the life you desire? Recognizing this currency changes everything. Life is no longer a series of random events, but a web where attention, intention, and action create outcomes. Every interaction, every choice, every emotion is an investment or a loss. The challenge is clear. Learn to guard it, channel it, and direct it toward meaningful pursuits. Only then will you transform invisible potential into real power, clarity, and fulfillment. Are you willing to see where your energy is going and start spending it wisely? 2. Your energy is like the battery inside your mind and body, and modern science shows it is more real than most people realize. Studies in psychology and neuroscience reveal that attention and focus are limited resources. When you divide them among too many tasks, your energy drains faster. Research from the University of California shows multitasking reduces efficiency by up to 40%. Not because of laziness, but because your mental energy gets scattered. This is a modern reflection of an ancient truth. Energy must be directed to matter. Emotions are another form of energy. Harvard studies on stress demonstrate that negative emotions like anger, fear, or resentment increase cortisol levels, which deplete both mental and physical energy over time. Conversely, cultivating positive emotions, gratitude, curiosity, compassion, creates resilience and focus. Energy flows where attention goes, and science confirms what philosophers have long suggested. Managing your inner state is the foundation for achieving goals. Even subtle unconscious habits influence your energy. Neuroscience shows the brain consumes about 20% of the body's energy, and repetitive thoughts, especially worries or rumination, take a measurable toll. People who dwell on problems without acting often feel exhausted, despite minimal physical activity. Energy is constantly spent whether we notice it or not. Understanding this is the first step toward transformation. Recognizing that your energy is the currency that fuels productivity, relationships, creativity, and personal growth allows you to make conscious choices. It's not about working harder or longer, it's about spending energy wisely. When applied intentionally, even small changes, like focusing on one task at a time or reducing mental clutter, multiply results and restore vitality. Imagine your energy as water in a river, constantly moving, shaping the landscape around it. If left uncontrolled, it seeps into cracks, evaporates in the sun, or gets trapped behind rocks. It still exists, but its force is wasted. In life, this is what happens when we spend energy on distractions, complaints, or things that don't serve our growth. The energy is there, but it doesn't create meaningful results. Consider a modern example. A young professional endlessly scrolling social media after work. Hours pass, dopamine spikes briefly, but at the end of the night, energy feels low, creativity diminished, and motivation lagging. Compare this to someone who spends the same hours learning a skill, connecting deeply with friends, or reflecting on personal goals. Their energy flows into growth, producing lasting impact. The principle is clear. Energy directed with awareness multiplies. Energy spent carelessly drains. This principle is also evident in relationships. Emotional energy is the silent currency exchanged in interactions. Supporting others, expressing gratitude, or being fully present enriches both parties, while gossip, resentment, or avoidance quietly depletes vitality. Life is a series of investments, and energy is the medium. The truth is hard but simple. You cannot build or manifest without it. Self-improvement requires conscious energy management, choosing where to focus, which thoughts to entertain, and which emotions to fuel. Growth is not measured in hours worked, but in energy wisely invested. Energy spent wisely becomes momentum, clarity, and resilience. Energy spent carelessly becomes fatigue, frustration, and stagnation. Understanding this invisible law is the key to personal mastery. Energy is invisible, but its effects are concrete. How you spend it shapes your results, your mindset, and even your relationships. In practical terms, managing energy means noticing where it goes and making conscious choices. Modern studies in productivity show that focused work, even short, uninterrupted periods, produces far better results than long hours of multitasking. Energy is the engine behind effectiveness, and attention is its steering wheel. Your habits determine how energy flows. Negative thoughts, constant worry, or reacting to every notification slowly drains vitality. Instead, deliberately choosing activities that align with your goals and values preserves energy and creates growth. A recent Harvard study on emotional intelligence found that people who regulate their emotions effectively have higher resilience and perform better under pressure. This is because energy spent on clarity and focus compounds rather than dissipates. Even small, everyday decisions matter. Choosing to sleep well, exercise, eat mindfully, or spend time with people who uplift you keeps your energy abundant. Saying no to distractions or toxic interactions is not selfish. It's essential energy management. Energy spent on what matters produces results. Energy wasted produces exhaustion. Life also reflects the energy you project. Consistent, directed energy attracts opportunities, fosters trust, and builds momentum. Conversely, scattered or negative energy repels progress and clouds judgment. Recognizing your energy as currency allows you to invest it wisely, turning intention into reality. The principle is simple: protect it, direct it, and measure its return. Treating energy as your most valuable asset transforms everyday choices into tools for growth, mastery, and meaningful achievement. Your energy is the one resource that truly defines what you can create, experience, and become. Unlike money, fame, or possessions, it cannot be borrowed, saved indefinitely, or replaced. Every thought, choice, and action spends it, and every decision about where to focus it shapes your reality. Recognizing this truth is not abstract. It is practical, urgent, and transformative. Real life is full of examples. People who work long hours without purpose often feel exhausted and unfulfilled, while those who focus their energy on meaningful work, relationships, or personal growth feel vitality, clarity, and progress. Energy directed with intention multiplies, creating results that feel effortless and natural. Energy scattered or wasted leads to fatigue, frustration, and stagnation. The key principle is simple: treat your energy as currency. Choose where to invest it. Protect it from distractions, negative emotions, and people who drain it without giving value. Nurture it with rest, focus, exercise, learning, and connection. Align it with your purpose, and it becomes a powerful force for manifestation, creativity, and resilience. Ask yourself, where is your energy going right now? Are you spending it on what truly matters, or leaking it on things that leave you empty? When you start noticing, directing, and investing your energy consciously, life transforms. Your goals become achievable, your mind becomes clear, and your presence becomes powerful. This is the hard truth and the hopeful promise. Energy spent wisely creates life. Energy wasted diminishes it. Your life, your growth, and your impact are directly tied to how you manage this invisible currency. Start today. Pay attention. Invest with intention. Let your energy flow where it can build, create, and elevate, not just survive. Your energy is real. Spend it wisely, and life will repay you in ways no other currency can.